looking for something. A new way, a new understanding, a connection, some comfort. You've got questions, and Light on Living puts the spotlight on all the answers so you can shine. Lift and lighten the load of life's challenges and learn simple and easy ways to live a healthy, happy life. You'll gain insight and start to see things in a new way that motivates you. You're invited to hear new, see different, and feel more as Lisa shines the light on living.
Hello everyone and welcome to Light on Living. I'm your host Lisa Berry and we are going into week 2 of the interview series for Sacred Hearts Rising. And oh, these ones just feel good. And of course, yes, you know, the tagline for Light on Living, our mission statement is giving you reasons to feel better. And this is certainly a way to do it. Whenever I get to share this time with, and you know, it's just such inspiring and heart-centered, high vibrational authors that do so much more. It's just, for me, I just love sharing this with you guys, and I hope this really makes a difference. I'd love to hear your feedback too on which topic really has inspired you the most or comforted you the most. I'm getting that word comfort around my guest right now, just it's suddenly showing up there. And I'm going to find out why. I'm going to bring her on. And first of all, let's welcome Daphne McDonagh. Hello, Daphne.
Well, hello, Miss Lisa.
Hello. Well, everybody, Daphne, and I'm going to tell a backstory here. First of all, Daphne is a wellness therapist. I'm going to say it at that because we're going to ask her. She does so many different forms of therapy, and maybe that's probably where I'm getting that word comfort. I just got this big word. It just jolted in front of my eyes to say comfort. And I think you're comforting. You comfort me just hearing your voice. So, aww. Daphne, could share with us a little bit just so we can get an idea of what your days kind of look like. You are a wellness therapist, yes, because you do a lot of therapy. Can you just list them off there for me?
Well, when people ask me what I do, I chuckle and I say, well, I do many things. What do you need help with? And if I can't help you, I will find somebody that can. That's what I say. But I mean, really, for lack of better words, my elevator pitch is I'm a rehabilitation and wellness practitioner that meets you where you're at with love and is the conduit to channel the healing energies you need. So with that, I help animals and people to release and let go of what they no longer need to carry. Now, in order for me to do that, I use many different tools. I'm a crystal therapist. I'm a laser therapist. I'm a energy worker. I use crystal therapy. I use sacred geometry tools. I use cold laser therapy, and I use crystals.
They're beautiful. It's a beautiful what you do. First of all, I have to say, yes, I remember this because I saw your profile on Facebook, and the animal communicator was the thing, of course, that jumped out to me. And so I requested your friends, and then you did that beautiful question like, what made you reach out to me? You know?
Well, I just like to gently ask, say thank you for adding me to your Facebook tribe. I look forward to finding out what drew you to send me a friend request. Mm-hmm. I find it's a really good way to start a conversation.
Yes, and I love that you took the time. And already, I'm really just embracing the theme here with Sacred Hearts Rising, because hearts are lifted when we feel connected, when we don't have pain, and that's exactly what you do. You try to help people. Yeah. When you say crystals, I know that everybody knows what a crystal therapist, kind of is. What is that for you? Did you heal yourself with crystals? Is that how you?
That's how it started for me, yes.
Okay.
Would you like me to give a little backstory?
Yes, I would love it, yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't mind talking about it whatsoever. Okay. When I was 15, I was involved in a near-fatal car accident, and I chose to come back from a massive closed head brain injury. They wanted to harvest my organs that night, but luckily my parents said no. I was hooked up to full life support for 2 weeks, and the doctors didn't feel that there was any brain activity, but my parents knew different. And then when they unplugged me from the full life support, they didn't expect me to live, but of course I had other plans, otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation. I was in a coma for 18 days, and they said I was going to be a vegetable for the rest of my life. So I like to joke, for a potato, I'm doing not too bad.
All right, that's funny.
is funny. But no, I mean, I lived in pain for over 20 years until I found magnets. And that's what started me. I mean, acupuncture, chiropractic, massage therapy, then I found magnets to help balance the polarities of my body so that the pain levels decreased. Then, I decided to do, because I don't do things just halfway. So, of course, I had, pardon me?
No, I just think that's great that you do. Yeah, you go full in.
Just kind of like you, right?
Yeah. I'm fascinated by this. Hold on a second. So you literally, this is, oh my gosh, fascinating. They deemed you like brain dead, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And I'm so, thank you to your parents. Yay. They're awesome that they recognize something different. And in that, what had them believe and just say, we'll wait it out. We believe in this.
To answer that question, they just knew I wasn't done. They knew that. I mean, are you a mom?
A cat mom. No, I'm not a person mom.
Okay, well, but even still, if somebody said your cat was done, would you want to wait it out a little bit?
Yes, yeah. You want to just feel it and know for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my dad still can't talk about it, and it was almost 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Which is really interesting. And I actually am speaking at an upcoming Her Story Women's Global Empowerment Convention, and I've asked my mom to come speak with me, and it's going to be epic. But
well, okay, so here's the thing. So here you are, you have your own spirit, your own light, your own energy force, the belief and the love around you from your parents. You pull through, but now you have so much, and you said you lived with pain for 20 years.
I did. Because I thought that's all that I thought. I didn't think there was anything else that could help me.
Oh.
I thought that I had tried everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
And this is why I am so happy and grateful that there are so many different modalities out there for so many different people, because not everything is going to work the same for somebody, right?
Right.
And if I have a client come to me and I, use all the tools in my toolbox and I can't help them, I will find them somebody that can. Because I have an amazing circle of friends who do amazing things. I mean, you'd think so after 30 years of healing, right?
Yes. I love that you made it your intention as well. Like, you really invited that. I think this is how people can be so empowered in their own lives to say, like with you were on the search for different modalities and you continue trying. And then even when you found that magnets worked, you continued. Then you found crystals, then you found this, then you found that. But you made the conscious intention and request to say, I want to meet people. I want to have people in my circle who can help not just me, but who I can refer to help others.
Yep.
That is a beautiful, open-hearted thing to do.
When I go to networking events or, markets or whatever, it's funny because, I mean, if I have a table set up, I'm out bouncing around between tables visiting with everybody because everybody's my friend.
Aww.
And I don't try and sell my stuff, but my stuff sells.
Right.
Because being a crystal therapist, I got tired of carrying rocks in my bra. You know what I mean? It got to the point that there was too many rocks, so I had to do something different. So that's when I started making. That's when I had a friend give me some magnet earrings, and I was like, "Oh, I could make earrings! Oh my goodness!" And I kind of went on a rampage there, and I made like 40 pair of earrings. And then my husband was like, "Honey, really? Do you need that many pair of earrings?" And I said, "Well, yeah." Yes. I think you should show your friends. So I did, and they all kind of went, "Oh, you should make necklaces and bracelets." So I was like, "Okay." I had no idea what I was doing, but trial and error 101. Mm-hmm. Don't even ask me how many I've made, because if we look on my Facebook page, I've taken pictures of most of the stuff I've made, and there's over thousands.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Whoa. And these are all the healing jewelry, or just pretty, which jewelry
no,
that's pretty is
all
healing.
Crystal healing jewelry. They all have healing properties. They all help with different things.
Okay. Now, is this something that you focus on now, or you've got other modalities that you also work on?
Well, if somebody, I chuckle because every time I say I'm not going to make any more jewelry, somebody orders something. So, but yeah, for me, like I said, I started with the crystals and then I started making the jewelry, and I was feeling better. And then the quantum wave cold laser came into my life. So that, and then I found the sacred geometry tools. So I use a combination of everything when I'm helping people, when I'm doing treatments on people. Actually, after I'm done my interview with you today, I'm off to Sherwood Park to help a lady that needs a treatment.
When you're doing the treatments, just if you could share with everybody right now, because a lot in the conscious community, I mean, there's a lot of healers or people who are looking for a healer. How does one know? Say you actually you perform, and I don't know the word is, you use the healing modality that they're looking for, but it's that, yeah. How do you know that maybe you are a crystal healer, but how do you know that you're there is the right match for you to help them with that?
It's energy. It's all energy. It's all energy. Like, how did I know that I should accept your friend request before talking to you? Normally, I don't accept friend requests before I send the message, but for you, I just accepted.
Oh, yay, thanks. Right.
No, I'm just saying, everything is energy. And you know how we just know sometimes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We just know. I've had people come into my life, people referred to me by other people that have come to me for help, and I know that I can't help them, and I've told them that right from the get-go. Or I've told them, I can help you with this, but because what I do is I get to the root cause of what's going on. Like I helped, just for an example, I went to my parents' place this weekend because there's a 70-year-old farmer that's going through a lot of health concerns. And he said, yes, I want to try a session. So I drove out to my parents' place. It's like 2 hours away to treat him this weekend.
Oh.
But because what I do helps the body to unwind from the stress and dis-ease it has been facing. Because really, bottom line comes down to our bodies are either relaxed or in fight or flight mode, period.
Okay.
And when our bodies are in fight or flight modes, our adrenal glands are kicked in. And when our adrenal glands are kicked in, our tailbone's tucked up underneath our butt. And then it causes the hip, the knee, the joint, the ankle problems. Mm-hmm. And then our occipital ridge at the back of our head tightens up, which affects our vagus nerve, which is at the back of our head. And then our thymus gland, which is our immune power center, tightens up, and our whole body goes, and nothing is working. So when I can help a person's body to unwind and relax, it can be open to receiving the healing energy that it needs using the laser therapy and my energy modalities.
Oh, yes. Could you tell me about that? Laser therapy. What does that look like? What are you using to do it?
Well, I personally have a quantum wave cold laser, and it's got red, infrared, and violet light. Oh. So I don't know if you know much about lasers, but, and one's got just violet light. So red does surface, infrared does bones, teeth, tendons, muscles, cartilage, and joints. And then violet does the deeper emotional and auric field.
Oh,
now,
wow.
That in combination with my sacred geometry tools do amazing things.
So with this is amazing. What do we need to heal our spiritual self, or the violet part? Like, do we need healing?
Yes.
In our field?
Yes.
Oh. You said that with such, I believe you. You know what?
If you lived here, I would say, come over, I want to give you a session. But you live a little far away.
No, that's okay. Well, but I find this fascinating, though, because...
But here's the thing, Lisa. Sorry for interrupting you, but here's the thing. I do distance therapy, too.
With the laser? How can you do laser?
Yeah. Well, I get a person's picture, and then I put it under the neutralization ring, along with some healing words, and a clear quartz and the smoky quartz, and then I have the infrared probe on that, and I put the triple pyramid over that.
Oh, wow.
And I send the healing intent to that person.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so when somebody receives a healing, okay, did you have this healing done for yourself as you went through, or is this just your continued journey of healing?
My mom actually did a lot of kinesiology on me when I was in the hospital and in my coma.
Oh.
My aunt did distant color therapy on me. And, of course, there was people from around the country praying for me.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I find that fascinating about remote and distance healing, because we're just affecting it with our vibration and our belief.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't even have to believe. And the reason I say that is because it was funny. My friend had a friend in Europe that had a dog that had back surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And this poor dog wasn't getting any better. So she asked me if I could help this dog. And I kind of shrugged my shoulders and I said, well, I could try. So I got a picture of the dog and I treated the dog for a week. And in a week, it was running around like a puppy again.
Oh, I love that. So I see what you're saying about, like, the dog didn't have to know or believe. It was about your intention and the owners and the love.
Healing energy.
Mm. Yep. So do you, from your accident when you went through, do you still need to go back and heal? Like, are you healed from all that?
No.
No.
I mean, we're all healing every day. Period.
Mm.
There's always stuff.
I like that, actually.
There's always layers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's beautiful. Like, every day to think, do you wake up then, and is it your intention, like, do you have a practice that you do, whether it's your meditation, you kind of do a scan, kind of review your body, what's going on in there in your fields? And
you know, it's funny. I wake up every morning and I sit up on my bed and I stretch. And I take a deep breath in and I fall back on my bed. Every morning. I don't know why I do this, but I just do. I fall back on my bed and I say thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for today.
Well, I can imagine why, because, yes. Were you, okay, when you were in a coma, did you know because now that you're not in one, did you know, what was your sensation like? Were you aware when you were in the coma on some level?
Well, they tell me that I was aware, like certain people could come to the door of my room and my heart rate would go up or down.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Consciously. Subconsciously, gotcha. I'm sure I do. I do remember one time my mom asked me to lift my finger for the doctor to show him that I had brain activity. And I remember that. And that was from my coma.
Did you lift your finger?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
and
that's so
cried.
Cool. Oh, it's like watching a show right now. So, hope. I want you to just touch on that. Like, how important is it to have hope and know when to, quote unquote, give up hope or transition or hang on?
I never quit. So I know that I'm here for a purpose. And I know that I won't ever be given more than I can handle.
Oh, wow.
So hope is like my middle name.
I like that. What is your hope for not just your chapter in Sacred Hearts Rising, but for the whole book, the whole series that Brenda Hammond's created? What is your hope for that book and chapter to go out and do?
Well, I've written 2 chapters in the first 2 books, actually.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm in the first and second edition. My hope is that people can read my story. That's something that has always been, I always wanted to share my story so that people know that bad stuff could happen and they'd be okay. And they could get through it if they chose to.
Oh.
So, and it's funny because it's my story and I lived it, so I don't think anything of it. But you finding out about it today and you pausing the way you did, like, oh my goodness, right?
Yeah.
I forget how big of a deal it is sometimes. Like, I'm very lucky and very blessed to be here.
Yes.
But it's because I made the choice. Because I could have chosen to leave too. But I chose to be here.
Do you remember
so that I can
choosing?
Shine my light and let others know that they're not alone. So my hope with the Sacred Hearts Rising anthology series is. And I mean, I know that it has, and it's continuing to do, because I have friends that I've referred to write in the book who have started them on their healing journey as well. So my hope is that this continues to go on forever so that people can continue to heal.
Have you heard feedback from people who've read your chapter?
Yes.
What are they saying? How has it affected and changed their lives?
Well, they say unbelievable. They can't, they don't understand how I could have come back from that.
Yeah.
And I chuckle and I say, well, I didn't have a choice. I had to. But in saying that, I totally had a choice. But because I made the choice to come back, I had to.
When you were, I'm fascinated because you're right. I imagine you, like, here you are, you're laying there, and you're in between world, because you're not walking around, you're not doing physical living that way, but yet something inside of you knew that there was such worth and such value and still so much possibility that what called you out?
Well, you're going to be the first person that I actually tell this to. But I've done a lot of the healing work that I've done. Somebody asked me, do you know how long you were gone for? And I said, no. And she said, you were gone for 17 days. I said, well, my coma was for 18. And she said, do you know where you were in that in-between stage, right? I said, no. And she said, you were on the other side, and they had a light shining on you so that you could unlearn all of the limiting beliefs that you had learned the first 15 years of your life.
Oh.
And it's true. I have no limiting beliefs. Like, if I decide to do something, I get it done.
Right.
Even if I can't do it the way I used to do it, I get it done. I figure out a way to make it happen.
So you kind of feel like that was a wiping of low self-worth, a wiping of, it's limiting beliefs that you just said.
It totally was.
How can we all do that without having to go into a coma?
Well, see, and this is why I do what I do now. It's called Release and Let Go sessions, to release and let go of that which you no longer wish to carry.
Oh my gosh, that makes total sense.
Mhm. And so I get people to write a list of what they'd like to release. And being that it's a full moon today, this is what I recommend, is people write a list. Oh, it's not going to be, I don't know if it'll be a full moon when this plays, but maybe we should try that. But on a full moon, what I recommend is that people write a list of what they want to release and let go of. And then they burn the list, and then they write a list of what they'd like to intend to manifest into their life. Because for me, what I've learned is the full moon is the death of the flower, so to release and let go of that which you no longer wish to carry. And then the new moon is when you plant the seeds for that which you intend to create in your world.
Yes, I like that. Yeah. And you know what's really interesting is whenever you plant a seed, whether it's a thought or a seed in the ground, you have to give it time to grow, and you have to just keep nurturing it for that process. It doesn't just, hi, I'm a flower again. It takes that time.
Yep. And that's why I say plant the seed, right? Let the universe know what you want.
Oh, I like that. Let the universe know what you want.
Ask.
Yes.
Because if you don't ask, the universe can't provide.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't be in alignment with it and raise the vibration. For you being a part of the series, will you move forward? Will you write another chapter? Is another book coming?
Is there not? Well, the third book is being released this May. I know she's looking for authors for the fourth book. Who knows? I may write another chapter. I don't know. I mean, I am a part of the Sacred Hearts Rising alumni, I guess you could say. Quick funny story for you. I actually met Brenda because I was referred to her to work on her horse way before the book even came out. And I helped her horse, and then we went on our merry way. And then I was at a market, and somebody said, there's a lady looking for authors. You need to go talk to her. So I went and talked to her. I was like, oh, that's Brenda. And people said, how do you know Brenda? Actually. So through lots of twisting my rubber arm, Brenda convinced me to write my story. My second chapter is better than my first chapter.
Oh, well, you're just getting better at it. That's all. Well, you know what? I think if you had advice to give to someone who has gone through, well, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be big. It can be big or small, life-threatening or not. What is your advice to them about what does writing a chapter on an event in your life do for you in that energetic field?
It opens up the window that you had closed. Emotions come. It was difficult. It was really hard for me to do. But I did it, and it was very freeing and very releasing. So, yeah, I would recommend it for everybody.
Well, that was perfectly said for the title of your chapter and what you do. It's freeing. It allows you to release things that don't serve you so that you can have that freedom. And that's how Sacred Hearts do rise, right? That's how they rise. How can somebody get in touch with you as we have our end of our time here? But if somebody would like to have a session with you or talk to you or connect with you, what's the best way?
They can find me on Facebook at Daphne's Healing Hands, or my website is daphneshealinghands.com.
Okay.
And if you want to track down my phone number on either of those locations, feel free to send me a text too. I mean, I'm pretty easy to get along with. I'm not sure.
Yes, you are. Well, I want to say an extra thank you for not just being a part of, Sacred Hearts Rising, the anthology series, but being a part of the show. And we're going to be coming back with our next authored guest. But thank you, Daphne, so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys soon, and come on back after the commercial for our fourth co-author of Sacred Hearts Rising interview series.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
Have you bought into the idea that you have to work hard for your money, that business is hard? I will share some dynamic access consciousness tools to get you out of your own way so you can create a business that actually succeeds. Join me, Simone Millicers, on The Joy of Business at 4 p.m. Mondays Eastern.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
Welcome back to Light on Living. We are continuing our interview series with Sacred Hearts Rising. And I have my next guest and one of the co-authors of the anthology series. And this is very special. I am so inspired by our next guest that I have so many questions I can't wait to ask. So I'm just gonna bring her on. And this is Alexis Gail Ellis. And hi, Alexis. First of all, welcome.
Thanks, Lisa. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, actually, I can't believe it's been so long since we did speak, but I'm going to just introduce you to everybody here on this call. You are so inspiring. You are totally a person who really demonstrates what it looks like to lead from you lead from your heart and with your heart and in such a way that's just like, I'm me and I love me and I want everybody else to love who they are. And so can I read off all your wonderful titles that you've received here?
Go for it.
Okay. So you are Miss Metro Vancouver Canadian Ambassador, Miss Galaxy of Surrey 2020, and Miss Infinity British Columbia 2020. And this is the one you're going up to, 2021. Like, you have won so many pageants by showing up and saying, I love who I am and I feel awesome. Does that kind of capture it?
Yeah. So those 3 titles are just like you own your own title, and then what happens after during the year, those 3 pageants will have a nationals and hopefully be a Kenyan title.
Oh. What does it mean to you? Well, I'll get you to share your story, but I do want to ask this one thing. When you say about a title, what does having those titles mean to you? What does that represent to you in your heart?
How much courage, inspired, determined I am to try to be out in public and get people to know that everyone's equal, everyone should live on their own life and not to worry about what to do in their lifestyle.
You are so courageous. Like, you're seriously courageous. Thank you for showing up in the world the way you do.
Thanks.
Could you share with everybody your story? Like, what did you talk about in your chapter, and why are you here? What brought you here?
So I did both Explore the Wings, last year's book, and then this year's book. What is more about my life journey. So this one had more details in what happened and what I've been doing lately. Prior to that book, like now I could write another one soon, hopefully.
Right.
And what it is when I did a women's challenge for weight loss, and I went out of it, or and didn't make the next round. I kind of met Owen and Brenda, and so they invited me to their conference, and Brenda told me, or they kind of got me a mentor, so someone who walked me around the conference, what to do in this, that, and kind of second day, I think, or was it the first day? One of those days, Brenda told me in the morning, you're going to write a story. I was like, no. I'm not going. I can't do it. And after her speech, I kind of told her, okay, I'll do it. But it would be hard for me.
What made you say yes? Like, first of all, the challenges you were facing, you're facing weight loss challenge.
Yeah. So the weight loss challenge, I lost it round, so I couldn't go next round. But it kind of got me out on the stage, and it kind of got me more vocal than normal. And then when I saw Brenda and Joe and did their conference, I started doing running in my chapter and public speaking.
What is, in your public speaking, what would be the title of your talk? Like, what's your goal?
My journey of life. Like, I'll tell you how many people in Canada will have cerebral palsy, how many people would have gender dysphoria, and some neat info about it, and then what I've been doing. Like, I wouldn't be, if it wasn't for Brenda, I wouldn't be an author. I wouldn't be a speaker. I might not have been in the pageants. I might be just boring person or kind of by myself.
Yeah. Well, how long has this journey been for you? Just 2 years now? 3? 2?
Over a year with them.
Okay.
More than a year now.
Okay.
I lost track.
So your life in, let's say, in less than 2 years has drastically changed. And do you feel, what is it you feel more of, like more joy, more like what? How is your life so different in a good, positive way?
Well, it's like I open, like, kind of totally 24 or 100% turnover. Like, and it's shocking how much I changed since I wrote these chapters.
Right.
And now I'm thinking about another chapter, but it's going to be a different way. So I have to work on it, think about what I'm going to say before I say yes to it.
Right.
But it is amazing how much Brenda does to us, like teaching us and make us heal and like learn from our mistakes or actions we did.
Yeah. Well, Brenda Hammond, so everybody, Brenda Hammond is the one who has put the entire Sacred Hearts Rising series together, and she's got 3 of them. I'm working on the 4th, and she seems to have gathered the most incredible, courageous like yourself, and authors has changed their lives. And I love that you're on the show with us, Alexis, because you really have demonstrated, and I love having this conversation with you, that you, oh my gosh, I feel like you've just overcome. You even have a sponsor. Like, you are stepping out in this world and in pageants and writing and sharing the story. And who is your sponsor? It's the Mallory's. Is that Mallory's is your sponsor?
Mallory's Fashion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, the Skin Girls.
Yes, the Skin Girls. We want to give a nice thank you to them for their belief in you. Is that what they do? How does that work, that they sponsor you? How do they support you along the way and share?
By giving me some of their service. Like, I went to Skin Girls twice for facials.
Right.
And they're amazing facials. Like, they care about me. They let me in. They talk to me, and then boom, got it done. But they're very care for the skin. Like, they do a lot more service.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually I will do more of their services and enjoy them more. Mallory's is been in Surrey, BC for 22 years, and they've been a sponsor for me for 2 years now, like back and forth. And then they're also a challenge, or they do challenge sponsor too, and they kind of have the very good firmware program, they call, and then the clothing, like, it's very good product.
Right.
I'm glad they are part with my team. Kind of call everyone or my sponsors a team. Like, they kind of, what I do is, like, add this radio station to it, or I'll give them a gift, and I'll do, like, who knows what.
Yeah, what I love that you have the sponsors, what I really wanted to highlight, and not just say thank you to them, but the relationship that you have built with these companies that have services that are a part of community. As you said, Mallory's 22 years in a location, and here you are because you have stepped up, because you have said, I want to shine. I don't want a lonely life. I want a connected life. I want a team around me and support, and I want to show my gratitude. And I think it's so fast. That's why I wanted you to really talk about the sponsors, because there's somebody listening right now, Alexis, that is feeling like I can't because I have this condition or illness, or because I don't know which gender I'm supposed to be or who will accept me. And here you are, who stepped out with all of this, and then have supporters and sponsors and teams. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Like, if I didn't get help by Brenda, like being out there in public more. I'm like, okay. Like, Brenda got someone to teach me to be, or have my speaking coach, and I'm like, okay, I'm never go on the stage. Like, I was scared cat.
Right.
I wouldn't dare to go on stage. Like, my first public speaking event, it was a nightmare because they were pushing me back go towards the front. I was walking backwards.
Oh!
So,
you're like, don't make me!
now I'm more comfortable, like, even because I do pageants, now I'm more involved getting on the stage, seeing the crowd. And now I want to teach people is who cares if their lifestyle, they're disabled, who knows what.
How do you get
All
to
it
that
matters
point?
is I want them to come out their cave.
Right.
Or what I always say is, I was a caterpillar before. And then when I had my surgery, I was in a cocoon. And now I'm a butterfly. So freedom.
Right. It is a freedom.
And I want everyone else have the freedom. I know there's who's against my lifestyle due to the belief, but I believe, like, give that person a chance. They're same as you. They're same as anyone else. All they do is they're maybe born different. They're the same person like you or me. That's what I always believe. Give them a chance, and they might blossom like me.
And you know what? It's beautiful about, I'm so glad that you were able to blossom and be the butterfly, because I feel like when people hear your story and they see what you're able to do and how your life has changed, and what I can feel, and I'm just getting to know you, is you just feel more worthy. You just feel loved. You feel connected. And why would we not want that for anybody? I love that. How do you get to the point of saying, I don't care what anybody else thinks, I'm going to focus on me? Was it just because of the support you had? Like, what changed inside of you to get there?
My own beliefs is, like, I think I was, after the surgery, I think something happened and it kind of got me, like, open up, more trust. Like, I was sex abused before, so I was nervous. I don't trust people. I still don't trust people, but I need to get more comfortable, be open to everyone, and believe in growing.
Oh, believe in growing.
If I win a Canadian title, I want to do, my platform is go to schools, go to conferences, and totally wake them up. Say, hey, give these people a chance. Like, if I could do this, anyone can. Like, it's a powerful statement I'm doing. Like, I'm enjoying my new job.
What do you think? People are why do people not accept others? Like, what do you think is their block?
Their block is their religious concerns. Some of them are. Some believe that God created guy and girl. You can't change it. You're disowning the God. But really, no one knew what was going to happen. This is, nowadays, is powerful. Like, I always say, hey, if you think about God, then look at the past, what happened, in the Bible part, and then now look at nowadays. If you convert those people to these different type of people, then it's a miracle. Like, it'd be better off, like, hey, anyone could love God, anyone could love each other, and, like, have fun. Like, because if you're, like, there is one thing I'm more worried about others is the suicide rate for being LGBTQ.
Right.
It's the highest rate in Canada. So if I could help others to be more comfortable out there in the world, that's good.
It feels like, you've gone from, okay, I needed to trust people. I need to first of all, you had to take a leap of faith there because you had to step out to have that trust. And I'm so glad that writing a chapter was the opening. Like, it allowed you to start going, okay, I can do this little thing. Somebody believes in me, and Brenda's here. And then I love that you've surpassed feeling comfortable. You have stepped into joy. Like, I'm joyful of who I am, and now I'm creating all these relationships, and your life just seems so different. And where do you want to go from here? Like, what's next for you?
More radio stations, more TV stations, more out in public, like conferences and pageants, and tell people my platform of life. Like, enjoy. Everyone's equal. Everyone has a life that needs to come out of hidden.
Okay. What do the pageants do for? I was going to say this to you, but I guess what are the pageants doing for all the contestants? What are they showing up in their lives?
So, like, one pageant I was in last week was Miss BC. Okay. It was the first pageant ever I done, and I never got a coach for that one. I went in there with my mindset of, okay, if I could do this pageant, what can I do next? Like, I'm looking things, what to do? What can I do now? How can I come out and help others? Like, I'm not a person who will protest. I'm not the one who will barricade buildings. Like, I really don't care. I was like, my opinion is, hey, that person who has to go work, let them go work. You could try convert it by saying different ways. That's what I'm learning from writing my book, or in the Secret Writing, is when I first wrote my chapter, I kind of had a very bad grammar due to that my big issue with cerebral palsy. And after the heavy edit, no problem. Second chapter, or this last one, or this latest one coming out, I kind of told Brennan, the editor, do heavy editing. I want that done. I'm not arguing with anyone. I just want it done. And that editor and me worked hard. It was all my words, but she fixed it to make it readable for people.
Yeah, we love editors. I have to tell you, I'm in a couple of anthology books, and I am so grateful for all the different kinds of editors they have too. And they really it helps because you're not alone when you write a chapter. Like, especially when we're writing about our own lives. Like, when you were writing this, like, it's hard to know, well, what do people want to know? What should I share? What is the most impactful way I can inspire people? Or was it, when you were writing the chapter, was your your first chapter, was it more about your own healing journey, or was it more about helping others? Did you, or was it equal?
I mean, like from my own life journey.
Yeah.
Like from being 10-year-old sex abuse up to being normal. Try to be a normal person. Like, this latest book would have about the puppy that we got from Mexico. The pageants a bit, I think. But I'm like, I can't wait to read it again. I kind of forgot what it was. But I'm like, it's powerful when I come out and say, and I like donate the books to lots of causes, like,
oh, good.
A shelter. They got one of the books, and I'm going to give them this book too when it's time.
Did you say that you you adopted a puppy dog from Mexico?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Okay, can we just talk about that for a second, because I heard that and I was like, did I just hear that? And so that you wrote about that in your book. Why did you choose to write about that, which is an awesome experience? What was the messaging behind that?
It was something that Joe and Berna helped me get. It was something to tell me to love myself.
Oh.
And to love myself, I need to show it. And since I can't have any kids myself, so she's my kid.
Oh.
And I'm sure.
That is so sweet. I'm so happy that you did that. I'm super huge giant animal fan, and I just can only imagine that journey of her, your little baby coming from Mexico into your arms. And I love that they gave that message to you, to show that you love yourself. Let others know that you love yourself. That is a huge message, Alexis.
True. I still need to learn some of it, but I'm working on it.
That's what your life's for. There you go. So, what is this year, 2020, look for you? What's next on the list?
Try fix my public speaking gigs, and then also win a title for pageant.
Woo! All right.
I have to learn. I'm working on with my coach. I hired a coach, and I have to work harder to win it. Because last year I was 9th spot in Kelsey, and I'm hoping this year I could be higher than that.
Can you make a career out of it? Is it as a career move, or is this something that's not that?
Depends. A lot of the pageant girls or queens would get hired by those charities, like Miss Canada 2019. She had embassy, and now she's part of them. This year's Miss Canada, who just won, she helps, or she's a social worker and has other programs she's helping, and she got hired for that. Like, it's a lot of queens get a big pageant are known and be like big or non-profit charities would grab them and make them work for them.
Okay. Well,
like with me, I'm hoping one day it will work for cerebral palsy society and grow with them. Help them get people know that there's not just one type of cerebral palsy. There's many cerebral palsy.
So you would like to have this be an education piece as well as inspiring. And we have to wrap up and I have to say goodbye to you, but I wanted to just, I want to highlight that your mission right now first and foremost, love yourself. Show people that you love yourself so that they may see that there's no difference. We want to thank the Skin Girls for being a sponsor, as well as Mallory's. And if I would like to say, if there's a request, if somebody else out there and needs some help and would love to have you, hire you or ask you to be a part of sharing and educating people about cerebral palsy, they could get in touch with you. And is the best place to go is Facebook?
Yep, Facebook.
Okay. Alexis Gail Ellis, Ellis, is Alexis's space. That's where you find her. And Alexis, thank you so much for being a part of the series. I wish I could talk to you for so much longer, but thank you for having your chapter in Sacred Hearts Rising. And thank you, Brenda Hammond, for finding you and asking you.
And thank you, Lisa, for giving us a chance to do our voices for our upcoming book.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. It's so inspiring, and I love the community that you're a part of and have built. So, everybody, thank you for sharing on the second. We've got 2 more to go, but thank you for sharing with us as we do the interview series for Sacred Hearts Rising here on Light on Living. I'm your host, Lisa Berry, and we just had a lovely visit with Alexis Gail Ellis. Thank you.